Goth Ozgood, Audiobooks.
DAMIEN ZYGOTE Biography of a Maniac, Chapter 1. Damien raised his puke-green eyes to the exit sign. He barged out the backstage emergency door of the Bangor Civic Center. The crowd was screaming in a frenzy. Clearly, they wanted more. Or maybe, they were simply screaming in terror. It was hard to tell the difference. An unforgettable performance with his band, Demonic Schizophrenia, had ended abruptly, and the entire capacity crowd was freaking out. The sound of police sirens in the distance grew into a ghostly chorus of fire engines and ambulances. Standing alone, in the alcove of what seemed like the creepiest and most dilapidated area outside the venue, Damien leaned back against a gigantic metal door. For a brief moment, he had escaped. He grasped a few breaths, before paranoia set in. "I should get the fuck out of here," he thought. The ceremonial headdress that he was wearing, was made of human hair, corn husks, and blood-red yarn, giving him the appearance of having an absurdly large head. It made him resemble some demonic rag doll. White and black corpse paint was melting down his face. He had caught a glimpse of his horrible image, in the dim reflection of a broken window. He thought to himself, "Holy shit, I look like something that just crawled up out of hell." He smiled a sinister grin at his distorted face. He was drenched in sweat, and the tattered green jumpsuit that clung to his body was soaked in his putrid essence. The sound of an approaching horde of photographers and press agents from behind the door signaled him to depart. He quickly shambled down some broken cement steps, turned a corner, and disappeared into the restricted area of the basement. It was under construction, and a sprawling maze of nylon drapes and scaffolding created a dizzying nightmare. The sound of his boots echoed past dripping pipes and the faint hum of high voltage. The walls were covered in fresh yellow paint. So fresh, that the fumes still filled the air, with a thick, chemical aroma. This was the pinnacle of his career, but all that would soon be over. He had stabbed somebody with his pitchfork. For years, he used the stage prop as a microphone stand, with no problems. Well, there was that one time, when he impaled his hand. And that other time, when he, essentially, caused a riot, after he put the pitchfork through some Christian band's drum set, and violence broke out. This time was different though. He had gotten caught up in his performance, thrusting his pitchfork in the air, and singing like some possessed devil, conjuring up hell itself. When out of nowhere, he decided to throw the pitchfork like a goddamn javelin, straight into the crowd.
Goth Ozgood, Audiobooks. Available on soundclick.com.